This is my positivity routine. The aim is to get your blood pumping and get you breathing well and to feel strong and alive. It starts off like this in tabletop, hip wide, with the hands behind the head, and the first exercise is a version of the 100. So you breathe in with the legs in and you breathe out with the legs out at about that 45-degree angle, and then after 4 reps of that we turn out into frog's legs and keep the turn out as you stretch away like that. Okay, ready to start. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the legs in, turned out, frog's legs. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs in. Take hold of the right leg, single leg stretch. 1 and 2, 2 sets of 8, 3 and 4. Keep the head forwards. 5, pull in, and 6 and 7 and 8. Second set. 1 and 2, body stays still, pull in, 3 and 4 and 5, nice wide elbows, 6 and 7 and 8. Tabletop legs, legs together, hands at the back of the thighs, rocking chair, rock forwards and back between sacrum and lumbar. Steady the breath. Nice deep breathing, holding the abs tight. And we're going to come up into seated balance. Separate the legs. Hands at the back of the thighs, sit tall. Open leg rocker preps, leg stretching. The right leg stretches and down, and 2 left, and 3, and 4, and 5 of 8, 6, and 7, and 8. Both legs, 1, and 2, and 3, trying to keep the thigh bones still, and 4, nice and open through the shoulders, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Bend the legs, hands, arms to roughly a horizontal. Right leg stretch, 1, left, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Both legs, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Stay in your balanced position. I'll just turn this way around. So the arms go out to the side, wide knees, knock knees. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And then come into a seated position. If you have got something to sit on, a block can be useful here. Cross legs, right foot in front. Seated rotation, hands into the curl up position. Rotate to the right, and then the left elbow pulls across the midline and back. Rotate to the left, and the right elbow pulls across. And 3, and 4. Cross the legs the other way around, left foot in front. Right arm up, side stretch. Keep the distance between arm and ear the same as you side stretch. Swap, breathe in to side stretch. Inhale deeply to side stretch. And then separate the feet slightly so you've got one foot in front of the other and take hold of the front ankle, left ankle. Sit tall and pivot forwards from the pelvis to open the back of the hips and stretch the inside thighs and around the knee joints. I'm going to swap the legs. I'll just turn around so you can get an idea of the shape of the spine. Right foot in front and sit tall on the vertical and then aiming forwards. People tend to drop the head a little bit around the back, so keep the back ramrod straight as you pull forwards. Deep breathing and release from there. Okay, now we come into a version of the plank from the knees to the elbows. Drop down through the shoulders and lift 4 times. 2, exhale down, inhale up, and 3 and 4. Now lift up high, transfer onto your right side. If you raise the arm to vertical in a side bend, so the hip drops and the head lifts, the arm comes to the hip, and then the hips come up and the head drops as you stretch. Hips down, head up, hips up, head down. 3, 4 goes, lift the head, lift the hips, and 4, and stretch. Front plank from knees to elbows, drop down and lift, and 2 and lift, and 3 and lift, and 4 and lift right up. Transfer onto your left side, arm up to vertical, hips down, head up, hips up, head down, and 2 and 3 and 4, and then transfer onto your front, but this time tuck your toes, come up onto the right hand, onto the left hand, high plank, and the right knee comes to the elbow, foot across to the left, bring the leg down, come down, but keep the left leg straight, so the left knee's off the ground at the moment, down onto the elbows, and then release the left knee down, and allow the head to bow. And come up from there, and come into a bridge position, roll up into a shoulder bridge. Use the thumbs underneath the hips to support. I'm going to knee fold. 8 knee folds. Right knee fold. And down. Left knee fold. And down. And 3. Full range of leg movement. 4. 5. And 6, body staying absolutely still, and 7, and 8. Roll down and stretch the arms and legs, and we'll come up into a kneeling position. Hands on the top of the head, rotate to the left. Keeping the elbows wide, rotate to the right and left and right and centre. 4-point kneeling, toes tucked under, float the knees off, lift and push back into downward facing dog and back, knees floating off. And again, 2 of 4, and down, and 3, and down, push back and up, 4. Lift up onto the toes, right leg lift, left heel down and up, and 2, and up, 3, we're going to do 8 of these, and up, 4, up, and 5, 6, inhale up, keep the right leg lifted, 7, and up, and 8, really getting that good articulation through the feet. Swap the legs, left leg lifted as high as it will go, right heel down and up, and 2, and up, and 3, and up, and 4, and up, 5, and up, 6, and up, 7, and up, and 8, and up. Feet down, come back to your toes and hang from the waist. Take hold of your lower legs and draw yourself into a pike. Deep forwards fold. Walk the hands forwards into plank. And then left knee to left elbow, foot across to the right, come down, keeping the right leg straight at first, and then the knee comes down, down onto the elbows, and let the head hang and enjoy that stretch. Okay, from there, come around this way so you can see. Right leg bent, the left leg straight, Spider-Man. Walk the hands across as you swap, just swivel the feet slightly. Keep the feet flat on your mat or your floor. And 2 more. And then come to centre with wide legs. Hands about shoulder wide. The handstand prep, tip forwards and push back. The feet stay flat. And 2 of 4. And back. And 3. And back. And 4. And push back. I'm going to turn around, but gather your feet back together, hang from the waist, and roll up. And place a hand against the wall, and stand on your right leg, and rise up, and bend. We'll do 8 of these. Single leg demi-pliés, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, high as you can, 6, heel down, and 7, lift, and 8, and lift. Swap to the left leg. Okay, start with the toe rise. And bend, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8, And right foot forwards, left foot big stride. Hands down onto the floor if you can get there, stretch back and bring the knee down. And then raise the body to upright, hips forwards. Left arm, side stretch over to the right. Hands down on the ground, step forwards, swap, straight leg, bent leg. Body to vertical, right arm, side stretch, tilt to the head, breathe in deeply, hands to the ground and push up from there. Roll down, bone by bone, hang the arms, hang the head, enjoy the feeling. Take hold of the lower legs. Pull a flat back into a pike. And relax the arms, roll up. And we finish off in a kneeling position. And elbows wide, brush the elbows together and V the arms, brush the elbows together. Wide elbows, breathe out and breathe in. Two more. And there's our positivity routine.